Welcome back. You're watching Citizen Live at 1. So some international news now. New details on the latest airstrikes on ISIS targets in Syria are emerging after a member of the U.S.-led air raids in the Middle Eastern nation. U.S. warplanes bombed several oil facilities in Syria, which ISIS allegedly uses to generate millions of dollars in revenue.
French fighter jets take out 4 ISIS warehouses in Iraq, a day after a French citizen was executed in Algeria by a group loyal to ISIS.
Munitions, 41 total.
At the Pentagon, a battle damage assessment from the latest strikes in Syria. About a dozen targets using 16 fighter aircraft, 10 from Saudi Arabia and the UAE, 6 from the United States, hitting oil refineries controlled by ISIS, destroying parts but not all of the targets.
It wasn't about obliterating the refineries off the face of the map. It was about degrading their ability to use these refineries.
Targeting office spaces at the refineries, communications equipment, but leaving some areas intact so that future owners won't have to start from scratch. These images reveal how one refinery looked before the bombing and the aftermath. Substantial damage for sure, but far short of demolition.
We want to keep some infrastructure available in the hopes that it can be, these refineries can be used again one day by, you know, the moderate opposition.
But that's actually where their real money comes from. The crude oil, the infrastructure, that's where the ISIS money comes from. So if you're really going to take out ISIS's financial capability, don't you sort of
They're
have to
not going to be using these refineries for some time.
One admitted problem for the U.S. and the Allies is the lack of human reconnaissance in remote areas.
We don't have anybody on the ground going to these sites,
making it hard to know the effectiveness of the strikes and the human toll. A monitoring group said at least 14 militants had been killed, but also 5 civilians.
It's going to take a little while to work our way through that in terms of civilian casualties or potential collateral damage.
The iPhone 6 has been a sales blockbuster for Apple, but the fast-selling phone that is a hit with many is not on sale in China yet, and some consumers there don't want to wait. They're willing to pay high prices on the black market to get the popular new phone.
This is where China's black market for the iPhone 6 begins, a line outside the Apple Store in Pasadena, California. How many can you buy at a time?
2.
2 at a time?
Yeah, every day 2.
2 per person, every store, every time. Carrying Chinese passports, wads of cash. Nearly every single person in this line is a Mandarin speaker, buying the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus that's not on sale yet in China because the government hasn't approved it.
They bought the iPhone from the Apple Store and they sell that to China. And the price is kind of crazy, you know.
Kinda crazy? In Hong Kong, this man flipped his iPhone 6 just minutes after buying it to a Chinese mainlander at a $1,000 profit. This woman stuffed her suitcase with 30 iPhone 6s to resell to the Chinese, the world's largest smartphone market. In Beijing, the black market is right outside the Apple Store. These men offering the still unavailable iPhone 6. Look at a popular Chinese online shopping site and you'll see the going price for the 6 and 6 Plus, $2,600 to $3,200 US. That's 10 times the face value. You can see China's insatiable hunger for the iPhone whenever the American phones go on sale in China. That frenzy extends to the U.S.
Sorry.
Back in California, most of the Chinese shoppers don't want to explain why they're buying so many phones. It's not illegal to do this in America, but they are technically skirting import taxes if they smuggle them into China. This man already carrying one iPhone 6.
No. Taking out China.
Insists he's buying his 2 6s for friends. But when we came back the next day and walked down the line again, guess who we saw wearing the same shirt?
Good morning. Didn't I see you yesterday?
Yes, yeah.
You buying more today?
Yeah.
For more friends?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of friends in China.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of familiar company.
Waiting in line again, huh?
A lot of company.
people came back? Same people.
Some people, I think the 20 or 30 people.
And why not, says Shantan Jun, who wouldn't tell us why he too has been standing in more than one line to buy multiple iPhones.
Gotta make money somehow.